All right, friends. Part of the value that I think I bring to the platform, as far as this storyline is concerned, is that I try to bring like a different kind of ear. You know what I mean? The obvious is always going to be there. I keep telling y'all, the obvious is easy to read. If you're going in a situation, the obvious is easy. Desk, a chair, a table, a cup, I don't know, a fork, a knife. Those are obvious things. They're in the room. It's the things that are underneath that you always want to be paying attention to. And I think they're showing us what I was talking about last night when Ben and Danielle and Lisa and Darren were on the porch talking. Let's go.
Bro, when I tell you they're eating me out of house alone, I'm serious. But nah, if I knew you was coming over here and we're gonna be hungry, I would have maybe ordered something.
I mean, you can still do that.
What you want? Literally, there's a burger spot up the street, got pizza, wings, new wing spot.
Wings.
What you on
Speaking,
wings?
nah, bro. Speaking of wings, tell me why I almost had to fight this dude for disrespecting Amber.
Oh,
So basically, they're talking about Darren. And notice again, Darren becomes the main center and focal point. And yes, he will get on your nerves. And I think that what has happened is because a lot of us live or when we watch skits, a lot of people tend to project from some of the characters. Where you might watch an Amber, and because you identify with Amber, you're projecting and you're looking through Amber's eyes, and so all you can see is the problem that Amber is facing. So as of right now, everybody's looking at Darren because that's the problem that they're actually facing through the Amber character and through the Anthony character. But there's more inside of that.
yeah.
No, not over. Well, damn near over some chicken. So, my boy Ben, he invites me and Amber to his house for a dinner party 2 nights ago. All right. Of course, my baby wants to look good, so she gets up there. She makes us late. So Ben has a business partner slash friend, and his wife are there. Now the business partner's black. His wife's white. She's a sweetheart.
Of course she is.
But Darren starts saying these little sly comments about us being late, and then we go look at the food, and then he insults Amber by saying she'd rather have the chicken than the other food.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He hit her with the chicken joke.
Exactly, the chicken joke. So we all know the chicken joke. Black people love chicken. The idea of it's never really done anything to me, but I guess it does things to people here because I realize that it's actually a part of the culture where, they talk about black people and chicken and watermelon, I guess. I'm going to be very honest. Those things don't bother me at all because it's not going to stop me from eating a piece of chicken, what I mean, and a piece of watermelon. So, I don't know. It bothers the people here, though I understand it has some significance, basically. But for me, hey, I don't know, man. I'm going to keep eating chicken. I don't know. I'm not going to stop.
Bro. So I'm letting it slide, but him and Amber kind of get into a back and forth. But Amber, taking the high road, invites them over to our house last night for dinner. So it was Ben, his wife, Darren, his wife. So Amber throws down. She makes salmon, she makes asparagus, potatoes, the whole works. Guess who's complaining about the damn food?
Ben.
No, Darren.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's complaining about the food. And
Why did Dalen just say Ben just now? Why did Dalen say Ben? Is it because Dalen is jealous? Why did Dalen talk about Ben just now? Ask yourselves that question. Why did Dalen figure that Ben was complaining about the food? Why? That's all I'm saying to y'all. I just want y'all to stop right there and focus on what's going on. And again, Anthony's not mentioning that basically Darren was complaining about the saltiness of the food, which they all talked about. But no worries, don't worry yourself, keep going.
hey, bro, I'm like, how is your wife so nice? And Ben's cool and his wife is nice, but it's almost like you got some self-hatred type thing.
And that is the obvious. Like I said to y'all yesterday, that's the obvious. Yes. Darren, would Darren have self-hatred? Yes. Is he obnoxious? Yes. Is he disgusting? Yes. Would you want to say misogynistic? Yes. Is it out of pocket? Yes. Is he ill-mannered? Yes. Those are the obvious. I can see those. But what I don't see is Ben's motive. Is Darren's motive for doing this. And how does Ben and Daniel fit into this? Because it's their friend after all.
Hey, it's crazy.
You know what they say, man. like-minded people hang around each other.
That's true.
So you don't think maybe Ben might be the same type of person?
So that's what I was talking about last night. That is exactly what O'Neill was talking about last night. And I said, okay, you're sure? Are you sure that there isn't something about Ben and about Daniel that we don't know about? Because after all, don't try to see exactly if y'all can tell me that Daniel is so different or whatever, because she's not. She's clearly not. After all of the fiasco and the blow up with the money thing, Daniel is still there. Her name is on all the accounts and she's still with Ben. So don't even think she's in that bracket of whatever it is that y'all are talking about. But now you see someone else from another fray is telling exactly the same thing I was saying. What was that we saw outside? One of the things that Darren says, but hey, I'm supposed to be you guys' friends. What does that mean? Is this a known thing with them? And that's the question I kept picking at people. I'm gonna keep seeing exactly I can pick up, but a lot of people were you got so distracted by Darren's obnoxiousness, right? And it is very distracting. You can get distracted very easily, but I was trying to let y'all figure out that there are other pieces that we're playing in that we weren't seeing. And I said, there's more to it. The food was salty, right? No one said anything. Sure, it's the manner thing to do and then tell Amber about the salt afterward. But of all the persons, why didn't Daniel tell Amber that the food was salty? Why didn't she call Amber to the side and say, hey, Amber, it does taste a little bit salty. Why wasn't that mentioned? Daniel was the same person a couple of days ago when she found out about Amber, told Amber that, if they're going to be friends, then Amber needs to be honest with her with everything. Are you sure that a program isn't being run? Ben running a program and Anthony and Daniel running a program and Amber? That is the question I'm trying to ask y'all. That's what y'all don't see that's going on. But hey.
Ben's my dog, man. Ben is cool, man.
He's your dog.
That's my boy, man. He ain't gonna... Nah. But his friend,
like you gotta look out for.
Damn near. Lightweight should have got drug out of my house. But anyway, bro. Can you hit that Uber?
I got you, bro.
Hungry. I don't even want wings, man. That pizza place should be cool.
Oh, you don't want my pizza?
Crazy. Wing.
That's it, friends. That is what I was asking last night. Did y'all see that? What did y'all think of that? I said, I see the obvious. When you're paying attention to these storylines, you can't pay attention to just the obvious. You have to watch the other pieces that are playing. Start telling me about Ben and Daniel. Start telling me about Darren and Lisa. I need to know about these other people. I already know what I have in Anthony. I already know what Anthony is. I already know what Amber is. How do they fit? Some people say, we looked at it that, hey, it would be good for them to get some married friends. But are these the type of friends they need to? We're about to see a different take into it. Right off the cuff, Dalen is back to being smart again. All over the cuff. All of a sudden, Dalen gets smart again. Did y'all see what I was talking about? Anyways, give me y'all steak. Is there more to come? Like, share, comment, subscribe, and talk to y'all soon.